Modern real estate practice, page 70. If there are only two joint tenants, the death of one of the owners terminates the joint tenancy. If there are three or more joint tenants, at each successive joint tenant's death, the surviving owners acquire the deceased interest. In either case, the last survivor takes title in severalty and has all the rights of sole ownership, including the right to pass the property to any heirs. See Figure 5.2. Figure 5.2. Joint tenancy with right of survivorship. 1. A, B, and C are joint tenants. 2. When C dies, A and B remain as joint tenants. 3. When B dies, A holds title in severalty, which is inheritable. 4. A dies and wills his interest to D and E as tenants in common. D gets a half, E gets a half. In practice, the form under which title to property will be taken should be discussed with an attorney. Remember that real estate professionals may not give legal advice or engage in the practice of law. Creating a joint tenancy. A joint tenancy can be created only by the intentional act of conveying a deed or giving the property by will or trust or living trust. It cannot be implied or created by operation of law. The instrument must specifically state the party's intention to create a joint tenancy, and the parties must be explicitly identified as joint tenants. To create a joint tenancy, 4 elements or unities are needed, which can be remembered as PIT: possession, interest, time, and title. Unity of possession. All joint tenants hold an undivided right to possession. Unity of interest. All joint tenants hold an equal ownership interest. Unity of time. All joint tenants acquire their interests at the same time. Unity of title. All joint tenants acquire their interests by the same document. The 4 requirements or unities are met when the right to possession of a property is acquired by all the joint owners by means of a single instrument that conveys an equal, undivided interest to all of them, stipulating that they are to be joint owners with the right of survivorship. In some states, identifying the owners as joint owners automatically includes the right of survivorship, but use of the memory tip. The 4 unities necessary to create a joint tenancy may be remembered as PIT: possession, interest, time, and title.